1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its time.
Not that room! Not that room!
Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all times.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. This situation must be controlled before it's too late. They are multiplying too rapidly.
Dawn of the Dead.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock. Getting out.
I don't believe
We're
it.
gonna
What?
get out in the chopper. We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill for food. They eat their victims.
Imagine, if you will, that something has gone terribly wrong.
Shoot it, man.
Now, accept the fact that there's no escaping the horrible consequences. George Romero brings back the dead. Night of the Living Dead has ended. Dawn of the Dead is here.
We must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotions.
Operator dead. Post abandoned. We may never get out alive. It's everywhere. What the hell is it?
Looks like a shopping center, one of those big indoor malls.
What are they doing? Why do they come here?
Some kind of instinct, memory, what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
What is it?
We've got a war.
I'm afraid.
We have spawned our own savagery. Soon, it will consume us all. It is a horrible, hauntingly accurate vision of the mindless excesses of a society gone mad.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
Dawn of the Dead.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday night to you all. That always gets me pumped and always in the mood to come on here with you fine folks tonight. So, how's everybody been? Hope your week has been fulfilling and your weekend has been relaxing. Had a pretty good weekend. Caught on a couple of movies over the weekend. A couple of pretty good ones. Saw Beau is Afraid, the new Ari Aster film on Friday. That was interesting. And then I watched Girl Walks Home Alone at Night on Blu-ray. I think that's from 2014. Watched that last night. That was pretty damn good as well. Really enjoyed that one. Beau is Afraid. It's a hard one to describe. It's even a hard one to really break down or critique in any way, really, because it's not like any other film that I've seen or anybody else has seen, as far as I can see so far, just looking at the reviews and getting word of mouth from different people. But it's I couldn't take my eyes off the screen for the whole thing. It's mesmerizing. It's really out there. Some people are going to like it. Some people are not going to like it. I'm a pretty big fan of Ari Aster. Ari Aster. Yeah, I really liked Hereditary. I really liked Midsommar. I thought that was, the way Ari Aster kind of plays with the anxiety, his obsession with it seems like with anxiety and things like in Midsommar, when the girl at the beginning is anxious and worried that something really bad has happened to her sister and her parents, and her boyfriend has to calm her down and tell her, no, it's fine. It's just you're just a little anxious. We know how you get, blah, blah. And then something actually really does. It's kind of like that Tom Petty lyric. I'm so tired of being tired. As sure as night will follow day. most things I worry about never happen anyway. Well, in Ari Aster's world, those things you worry about pretty much always happen, and that's all this movie is. Beau is Afraid. It's pretty much everything that he worries about coming coming to fruition. It's long. It is 3 hours long. I mean, it's 4 different stories really into one film. But yeah, it is long. But like I said, it's mesmerizing. Yeah, you're kind of on a ride, and if you're willing to go for the ride, you're there. You're going to enjoy the ride. But I think if it's just not your cup of tea, like if you're like, I think a lot of horror fans are going to be really, really, um, if not split, like borderline negative about this film. It's not like anything that Ari's done before. Um, but yeah, I think if you're into film, if you like film in general, even if you like horror film, check it out. Because there are some horror elements to it. You can definitely tell it's an Ari Aster film. Um, so yeah, I would recommend checking it out. There's that Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. Just got that from that um, Kino sale that was I don't know if it's still going on or not, but picked that up. Hadn't seen it before, but just kind of got it. It was I think like $8.99 or something ridiculous. Picked it up, watched it last night, and I was very impressed with that as well. It was very in the Martin-esque vibe to it. I think it was I don't really know where it was filmed or really the making a lot about the making behind it, but it's I want to say it's like Iranian made. I'm not sure. It's a foreign film. It's in black and white. That's going to turn a lot of people off right at the beginning. But if you can get past that point, which I love, low budget films being shot in black and white. I think that's the best way to go. It makes your film look 10 times better, in my opinion. But so it does have that going against it. That's probably why it's not didn't become a bigger hit or a bigger success than it is. But man, the score in that film is amazing. It's very Ennio Morricone-ish. It definitely has that vibe. Very Italian, very foreign sounding. Let me check here. Okay, cool. Just wanted to check on something real quick, make sure everything's going smoothly. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's a vampire flick, sort of. It is in the horror realm as well, but I wouldn't say that it's straight up horror in the way that I think a lot of people will probably be disappointed by. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a little slow at times, but it seems like I've just a lot of films these days. I feel like there's I don't know, a real editing issue with a lot of films these days. It's like, yeah, Beau is Afraid is 3 hours long. Didn't fit. It felt a little too long. I definitely think it could have been cut down, maybe 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes even. But this one wasn't as long, but it does drag at parts, I would say. But yeah, man, really enjoyed both of those. What else did I do this weekend? That's about it, really. I know Living Dead weekend's coming up here in about a month and a week away now. Planning on, if everything goes right, planning on doing quite a few streams from the convention, the trip to the convention, doing some, just some location stuff. So yeah, definitely plan on doing a lot while I am there. I'll be going alone again this year. I'm not gonna make my fiance go again, which is understandable. So yeah, I'm just gonna catch up and then do a bunch of streams. We'll go to planning on going to see the airport from Dawn of the Dead. I don't know what condition it's in at this point. I knew that I saw that it had caught fire like a month or two ago. It's still standing, it's still there, but I know I saw somebody posted a picture of like the driveway into the airport. A lot of the development has started around there. A lot of excavators and a lot of bulldozers and shit are already digging up the ground, and I think they're getting ready to turn, because I mean literally when you go there, that area where the airport is literally surrounded by nothing but developments, little neighborhoods, brand new neighborhoods that they're building, putting up. Yeah, it's a little sad, but it's not going to be there very much longer. I think this is probably, and of course I've said this past 2 times I've gone, but this is probably the last time that you'll get a chance to see that airport. Unfortunately, it's just, there's just too much going against it for it to stay there, and there's really no reason for it to be there anymore, other than the fact that, you know, people like me will travel 8 hours just to go see it. I don't know. But you know, there's just not enough of us. If it was if it could be a national landmark or something, that would have been cool, but not enough of us, folks. So instead it's going to be a development, new housing for the community of Monroeville, Pennsylvania. But it's bound to happen. So I'm definitely going to check that out again this year. Evans City Cemetery, of course, represent. Of course, that place just looks almost exactly like it did back when they filmed the movie. Because I mean, you know, cemeteries don't change very much over the years; they all kind of stay the same. But yeah, we'll do that. Get on it, you know, get to the mall. You know, go around, just get a feel for it, get a vibe for it. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I plan on doing that. Like I said, it's coming up in a little over a month. What else we got going on? Working on a couple other projects for the channel here. Actually working on one as we speak. There's some work going on over at my other computer screen over here right now. But just some more, some cool commentaries, some old commentaries, and some different stuff like that. Hopefully, I got 2 in the works right now. Hopefully, I'll have one up, hoping by tomorrow. So, it should be cool. It's going to be, I don't want to say anything and spoil it, and something go wrong and it doesn't post tomorrow. And I don't know, man. This is little shit that I worry about. You know, I was having a conversation with my fiance before we got on here about, you know, why I'm doing a YouTube channel, and of course, you know, in some small way it is to, you know, keep George's legacy going and whatnot. But you know, a big part of it is I do enjoy it. I like being creative, but I'm also, you know, I really want to reach out, connect, and converse and with like-minded people, because I mean this stuff, you know, you don't, it's hard to, you can't go to a bar and, you know, it's like, you know, it's like you're a Star Wars fan or something, you can pretty much throw a rock and find another one, you know. But us Romero fans we're a weird breed. So so that's another reason I just like reaching out, talking to and meeting some like-minded folks, and giving our theories and thoughts and, you know, shit like that about the films and George himself. So yeah, it's totally a labor of love on my part. But yeah, I just wanted to try something else here tonight. Oh, one other thing, I'm going to be doing the Dead Pit midweek obliteration show coming up on Tuesday. I'll be recording it on Tuesday. I think it drops on Wednesday with the Creepy Kentuckian from Dead Pit. If you guys haven't listened to or checked out the Dead Pit guys, I discovered them a little over a year ago now, and just at first it's a little, you're like, well, you know, what the fuck's going on over here? But once you kind of get in the loop of like every, you know, just the personalities of these guys, Creepy Kentucky and Uncle Bill, and just, you know, the universe that they've created somehow. I don't know. They've been doing this shit for like 16, 17 years now. So they were kind of the first to do the horror talk radio type deal. But So yeah, that's pretty exciting. I'll be on there with Creepy Kentuckian on Wednesday. That's the MWO podcast on Deadpin on Patreon. I think it's the Patreon show. But yeah, so that'll be fun. That'll be something different for me. And I look forward to it. I really do. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I want to try something new tonight. One way I know that I waste a lot of my time and a lot of my money is on eBay. I'll freely admit it, and I think, guys, if you're watching this right now, I'm gonna say there's probably an 80 to 90% chance that you have the same issue. Um, so we're all kind of in the same boat here. But I was just just playing with this shit here on StreamYard, and I'm gonna test out this screen share thing, and I just kind of check out eBay. What's up? Romero wise, that's what I spend 99.9% of my time and money on is Romero related shit. I mean, if you can look around my room here, it's other than that a sweet Coven poster back there. Mark Borchardt signed. Fucking A, bro. But yeah, it's like 90% Romero shit. I fucked up my camera here. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on eBay. So I thought I would try to do that here with you fine folks tonight. It's Sunday. I've been a little under the weather. Allergies have been killing me. And just wanted to come on here and I don't know, just try this out and see what happens. See. How am I going to do this? Yeah, my allergies have been killing me. So I've been kind of a little under the weather, not really. When I'm talking, if I sound that way tonight, if I sound like I have water up my nose or something, that's why. Wasn't planning on doing a stream until earlier, and I just got the itch, and I was like, what the hell? There's not really anything going on. I don't have anything to show or review or a top 10 or anything like that, but what the hell? I've been working on this commentary that I plan on posting tomorrow. I'm working on that all day, and it's just goddamn. It's probably because I'm using fucking ancient technology over here, man. This is the shit I've been using since like the mid 2000s. Goddamn. All right, let's test this out. Let's see. All right, there's eBay. Sweet dune buggy, whatever you want to call that thing. All right, so let's check out eBay. What's going on eBay? It's like, why am I watching this fucking guy just walk around eBay? So yeah, here's some saved searches. George Romero, those are the two that I always start at. Scream one sheet poster, Nosferatu Typo Negative. I actually watched that for the first time the other night. A couple of guys on the Dead Pit forum, and it's really, really good. I'd never actually seen Nosferatu before, but it's Nosferatu with a Typo Negative soundtrack. It's actually really, really, really well done and really cool. Really adds to the film. I know some people are like, "Oh, it's sacrilege." It'd be like playing goddamn Ghost over Night of the Living Dead or something like that. Yeah, probably. But for a newbie Nosferatu fan like I am, it's actually pretty cool. And I'm a fairly big Typo Negative fan as well. So good for me. All right, let's start out. Let's see what's for sale under the George Romero. Now this is actually really cool. This Dawn of the Dead French original lobby card set at $12. $99 is a little more than I'd like to spend on it. Especially $10 shipping. I guess you can make an offer. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I think a pretty good deal for 12 lobby cards. I'm like a fucking salesman for this eBay channel right now. I mean, whatever. Man, I just want to go in here and fuck around for a while. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good deal. I'm just not much of a lobby card guy. Not for any reason in particular. They're just kind of hard to display. And I have a rule that I don't. I try not to buy anything that I don't have room for. I can't display. Keeps me from bankruptcy. So I always like to go. Let's see, newly listed. That's what people are listing here most recently. Anything cool? An old VHS Night of the Living Dead, one of the millions that are out there. This Empire of the Dead shit, the comics, I haven't read or looked at one ever. Has anybody? Let me know in the comments if it's anything good. I don't even really know that much about it, to be honest with you. I know, I mean, other than it's related to George Romero, but I'm just not a comic guy. I just don't know too much about it. And there was that period there after Survival. That's kind of the last thing that George was really involved in were comics and graphic novels, I guess is what they call them. Dawn of the Dead beta tape. I don't collect beta tapes. Don't collect beta tapes. This VHS is actually the VHS, the release that I watched over and over and over again when I first discovered Dawn of the Dead. That's why I guess I became so used to the director's cut, because I've seen the director's cut probably 30, 40 times before I saw the. That's not true. I think I saw the U.S. theatrical cut first. But I rented it, and then I bought that version, and then that's the one I could sell. Whatever. I was more used to the director's cut. Those aren't bad. The Vista, Season of the Witch, Crazies. I have both of those, but that's not a bad. No, it's just a starting price. I'm about to buy those fucking things again. Creep shows, some Fangoria stuff. I was never a big Fangoria reader. I think by the time I got to the age where I'd be interested in reading Fangoria, it already kind of went downhill. I know there's a Land of the Dead comic book I don't really know anything about. It's mostly pretty much your standard shit here. That game, Land of the Dead, is that the game or a VHS? I think it's just a VHS. I don't have this, actually. Let me go back. Let me look at this. I don't have the VHS of Land of the Dead. I don't really care to. But $20 is not. I'm not going to spend $20 on a goddamn Land of the Dead VHS. Man, that'd be pretty sweet, though. Anyway, I'm gonna put that on my watch. I'm pretty sure somebody will buy it. I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm gonna watch it, because I have pretty much every other release of Land of the Dead that's ever been out there. I just never got the VHS. I think it's a fairly rare VHS. I mean, this is 2005, so I mean, VHS was pretty much dead at that point. So it is a rare VHS. It's not old, but it is rare. See, now this is how I talk myself into this shit, man. This is how I talk myself into spending $20 on a goddamn Land of the Dead VHS tape. I'm gonna walk away. What the fuck is this? What a weird sticker. What the fuck is this? Where would you even? I don't know, man. This is some bootleg shit. $4, no thanks. Some buttons. Never understood buttons. I've never been a buttons guy. I still haven't picked up this. I guess I need to, but it just never didn't feel like something pressing that I really needed to read right away. Because I feel like it was just kind of. It's mostly nothing against Daniel Kraus. I've listened to interviews with him. Seems like a super cool guy, but I don't know, man. There's Nano Force figures. I got those. They're pretty cool. My 2-year-old loves playing with them. They're like little army men. She'll set them up and knock them all down. Oh, man, there's not a lot. Not a lot of impressive shit on here right now. Well, this is, I did see this earlier today. This is pretty cool. These are, let's see here. Let me get down here. Yeah, limited production print. The film, this is taken by Mike Ankus, who's going to be at Living Dead Weekend this year. So, there's George. Looks like they're getting ready. What shot would this be? Maybe this is just. Oh man, I bet I know what this is. Because I bet that's Tom. I bet this is Tom and. Oh, who's that? Who's that guy? That's not Nicotero, is it? It might be. But I bet they're showing George like some effect, like, "Hey, come check this out," type of deal. This is a pretty damn cool picture. There's 8 available, so it's not that rare. I bet Mike Ankus is the one selling these. Who's the seller on this? Because if he is, I might have like Speed Nation car gifts. That may be, I don't know, that may be his business now or something. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a few of these on here. Behind the scenes photos. It's pretty cool ones. If they're like originals, I mean, I'd be definitely interested, but prints are pretty damn cool too. Especially $12.95, that's not bad. But knowing me, I'd want all of them, and that would $12.95 would end up turning into like $60, $70. So no thanks. Can't do it right now. The George Romero 8x10 autograph, $1,000. See, I don't even trust that. It's just weird. I don't know, man. Something about that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot. That Living Dead doll. Kind of slim pickings. Damn, they're selling this for $225 now. I sold that for like $100 a year ago. I'm a dummy. Is anybody buying that for $20? I know it's. I think if you have the American version, because there's the region locked version of that too. I think if you have the one that isn't region locked, maybe the one I fucking sold. There's a way I can tell on here. Nah, that's it. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty crazy. Dead Time Stories. I own both of those. I've never watched either one of them. Oh my god. I want to get this Big Daddy mask. And I'll just start doing videos of me in the mask singing shit from the Eugene Clark album in that mask. That's when I'm at my low and desperate for attention. I'll do that. It's a pretty fucking weird mask. Yeah, not a lot of new interesting shit for Romero. Let's check out Dawn of the Dead. Newly listed. There we go. Laserdisc. The Elite Laserdisc. This actually has that commentary with George and Tom and Chris Romero that I posted on my channel a few months back. I've thought about collecting Laserdisc, but I've just never got into it for whatever reason. I just didn't. There's no nostalgia factor to it. I mean, nostalgia is a hell of a drug, right? Yeah, this has got that commentary on it. Love to have it. I mean, shit, 99 cents. You almost just want to put a bid on it just to see, how much it does go for. I'll put it to my watch list. Maybe I'll. I'm just not a Laserdisc guy. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't grow up with it. It wasn't my. I grew up with VHS. So that remake bullshit. That's not a bad deal either. I don't really know right offhand what 420 millimeters by 594 millimeters means, but it sounds like a lot. So I'm guessing that's a pretty big poster. Watch it. It's like a fucking 11 by 17 or something. I've always loved these weird vintage. There's a cult cinema collection. These weird. They came out in the 90s. I think I want to say it was the 90s. Just the weirdest. I don't even know. I think they were Japanese origins originally, where those toys came from. That's the thing too. When you're searching for Dawn of the Dead, you got to put the 1975 or 78 in there. Kind of separated at this point. I do not have this soundtrack either. For this reason, I mean, I just can't. I can't talk myself and spend $125 for an LP. But there was one for sale for $100 that I think was pretty rare. There's no pictures of the back on this one, but on the back where it says Dawn of the Dead, in like 99.9% of these albums that I've seen, it's written in black. But there's one that was for sale, and I want to say it was a Canadian version that is apparently really, really hard to find. It was on Discogs, and somebody had it for sale for like $100, and it had the Dawn of the Dead writing is in red, which is how you can tell the difference, I guess. But yeah, I just couldn't pull the trigger on that one either. It feels essential. I mean, I have all kinds of different releases for Dawn of the Dead. I just do not have that one yet. But yeah, it feels like an essential thing that I should own, but I just don't. God damn, they're selling this thing for almost $500 now. Well, that's Japan. I don't think that's gonna sell, but I think I got mine for like $100 or whatever when it came out. Yeah, these are really overpriced. I wish they went for this. I'd be selling them right now. These cult classic, the Hare Krishna, the Flyboy, and I think the Airport Zombie. Definitely, there's no freaking way they're getting that much more. So reprint poster. I've always loved this poster artwork, though. That's from the poster book, the Bob Michelucci poster book, and he has a bunch to sell at every con that he's at. These are always weird. I don't know. Dawn of the Dead with I guess it's the name of this shoe, this Nike shoe. And they're size 12. Man, I'm kind of tempted, but no, there's no fucking way. I've never spent $300 on a pair of shoes in my life. Unless those shoes actually make my ass fly. If there's little rockets on the back of these, then I can fly through the air like in the fucking Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yes, the one with Bob Haskins. That's what I think of when I think of fucking flying shoes for some reason. Had a weird childhood. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. What is that? It used on the director's got Japanese movie program brochure with flyer. Not a big Japanese collector either. was never a big fan of a lot of the Japanese Don stuff for whatever reason. I was always way more infatuated with the European designs of the posters and stuff like that. I always thought those were just really fucking cool. So Tony Booba, somebody's got a bid in for a penny for a 4x6 autograph. This always is, I don't know why. I guess it's because it's Dead by Dawn. This always pops up when you type in Dawn of the Dead. It's the Necronomicon Book of the Dead from Anchor Bay that came out years ago. This is pretty damn cool. I love these one sheets, and this one, yeah, signed by Dario Argento and Tom Savini. I have the original Dawn of the Dead one sheet with the green letters, signed by George, Tom, and Ken Foray. I snagged not too long ago. That was always a oh yeah. Oh, here's pictures of Dario signing it. That's an autograph that I would love to have, is Dario Argento. Don't think it's ever going to happen unless I buy it. But when I say that's an autograph I'd like to have, it means I'd like to meet that guy. I know he doesn't speak English. He probably wouldn't understand a fucking word I was saying, but just to shake his hand and say thank you. Thank you for what you've done, sir. But yeah, this is not bad for $400. I know that sounds like a ridiculous amount, but with the Dario signature on it, I would say, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, Savini, which, I mean, goddamn, you can get Tom Savini's autograph at the flea market at this point. And he's been signing autographs at 40 conventions a year for years now. But yeah, that's definitely a good deal. If you've been wanting one of these, I would definitely check that one out. Just the Dario signature alone, man, that's pretty fucking awesome. What else we got? LA Times newspaper ads. Some figures. I have both of those in the box. They look pretty damn cool out. But I'm one of those. Can't take them out of the box type of people. It's like Christopher autograph. Yeah, there's a lot of not a lot on here this time. That is a cool shirt. I Hurt. Night of the Living Dead, Karen Cooper. There were one bit of dialogue in that film. I Hurt. Hey, Sarah Polly autograph, 74. Yeah, I mean that's seeing a lot. You could check. I haven't looked at my watch list in a while. Be interested to see what's on that. But as you can see, I just kind of scroll through shit and throw it on the watch list. Martin VHS Italian version. Vampire VHS. That's $115.99. That's can't do that. That'd be cool shit to have. But, Diary of the Dead original one sheet poster. I mostly just want that. I mean, it's $35. I mean, there's a reason I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I'm not the biggest fan of that film or Survival, to be honest. I don't think they're as bad as a lot of people, kind of make them out to be sometimes, but they're not my favorites of George's films, by far. But I do remember seeing this poster when we went to Dallas for the Texas Frightmare weekend in 2008, and it was playing at one of the little draft house theaters there. So I actually did get to see that one in the theater. I really liked it when I first saw it. I just think, over the years, some of that CGI just kind of takes me out of it. I understand why it's there and why George used CGI in those movies, especially his last three. But there's just something about CGI I've never been a fan of. But yeah, I just like to have that poster just for the fact that I did get to see that in the theater. There's Night of the Living Dead 90. It's like an Italian poster. $50, not bad price on that one. This Halloween 4K collection. I like H2O quite a bit. Part 6 is not good, but not terrible, I guess. Resurrection I have never watched, and I have no plans to, which is why I'm not spending $100 for that. But I have the rest of them, so the completionist in me is whispering in my ear. This has been up here forever. It's really cool, but there's no way that anybody's going to spend $300 for that. Maybe somebody will at some point, but this has been on here for over a year, I think, at this point. It's really cool. I'd love to have it, but there's no way I'm spending $300 on a toy. There are 22 people watching it, so maybe one of these days I'll pull that trigger on it. I am one of them, so I don't know. I don't know if that hurts my case or not. I'm buying that. I actually don't have this DVD of Day of the Dead. It's $5.99. It's fine. It really doesn't add. It's just the completionist in me. Now this, I love this. I've been thinking about this one, picking this up for quite a while. It's this weird, a tie poster for Martin, the vampire. Just the pink and just the color, just something about it. I just like this poster. I don't know what's the size on it. I know it's not a 20. It's a 24 by 33, so it's just a little smaller than your normal 24 by 36 reproductions. And it is original Thailand. It's cool. There's another one on here somewhere. I also have saved on here like that one. It's more expensive. Zooming through all these. I'm just trying to find that one in particular, but I don't think I'm going to. I just looked at it earlier. Yeah, I don't see it. Anyway. Where was I? But yeah, I really like that poster there. 11 people are watching. I might want to think about grabbing. This is another thing. It's just way out of my price range, but it's pretty damn cool. It's the original Cans promo poster. So this is the poster that they had out when they took Dawn to Cans. So that's pretty cool, and it's framed. But again, $172. I just couldn't do it. Season of the Witch VHS poster. This I've always loved. This is just I think it's just a promo ad. I'd love to have the actual the full size poster of this, because this was my first, as a human being on this earth, this was my first exposure to George and zombies in general. I was like 3, and I remember going to the video store. Parents take me to the video store. I'd go to the kids section, buy Mickey Mouse video, or it was always some kind of Disney, and not even like a Disney movie, but it was always like those weird like Disney cartoons that were like compilations. Always loved those as a kid. But yeah, so I'd go and I'd rent those all the time. And then one time I was coming back through the video store, and I happened to pass by the horror section, and I got a glimpse of this green monster evil creature that I still remember to this day. Gave me nightmares. It was this was my first exposure to what a monster was, as a just toddler. And I still remember that to this day. And I didn't know that it was Day of the Dead until years later, until I put 2 and 2 together. Because I don't know, it's great. It's funny when you watch the movie. Bub's not a monster. I mean, he is, but he's not. He's the most kindest, character in the movie, pretty much. which is interesting to say. But so yeah, I'd love to own the poster of that at some point. I have the VHS, but the poster would be pretty damn sweet. So I guess that's the thing you can pick up when collecting and stuff like that. It's really you know it's a lot of it depends on, like I said, nostalgia and how it affected my life in some way. So I got a lot of stuff around here that's just kind of, man, what's the point? But I'm just means a lot to me on a personal level. This is cool. I've been looking at this for a while. It's the 25th silver anniversary poster, framed. It's really nice. I'd like to have it. It's $100, which is not the worst price in the world, but a little more than I'm willing to spend on it. If I knew for certain that I could get all of these autographs, which I know for a fact that I could get 4 out of the 5. If I could get all of them to sign this, it'd probably be a no-brainer. I'd probably be taking this to Living Dead Weekend this year, to be honest with you. But I just don't see David Emge ever doing another convention. He just doesn't do them anymore. These little weird action figures, I love those. There's that box set. Christine Romero. I'd probably remove this. I do love that photo, but how the fuck do I remove? There we go. Delete. Okay. Some Dawn of the Dead 8x10s. Some Martin 8x10s. I was on a kick of 8x10s for a while there. The way I had my room situated, I had a lot of room for 8x10s, and then as I collected more shit, ran out of room, and a lot of them are now in a binder on the shelf, which sucks. Like I said, I hate not being able to display shit. This is so cool. It's the same kind of civil defense kit that they have in Dawn of the Dead. I think the TV's resting on it, the little white TV. If you go back and look, they actually still have these for sale, and they're outrageous. It's like $100 for that, the shipping and everything. Love that T-shirt. Wouldn't want to get that one because I'm a Kevin Smith fan as well. So, Monkey Shines press kit, $20, not bad for that. But this is really cool. The Day of the Dead press kit, $200, out of my price range, but it's got all the 8x10s. And again, it's another thing that's just kind of hard to display. I bought a couple of press kits in the past, and it's hard to display as a press kit. You kind of got to break it up and display it apart from. Oh, here's the this is the other Martin Ty movie poster that I was talking about. It's got the pink. Love this poster as well. But for $200, no. I'm not really buying anything at the moment anyway. Living Dead Weekend coming up. I'm kind of saving a few bucks for that. It's another Creepshow press kit, $225. This Knight Rider's Spain original poster is pretty cool. Not a bad price, $41. Love the artwork on that. Love this poster. Love this Dawn of the Dead poster. Just for the simple fact, I don't know why this tickles me the way it does. But just, I don't even know if you can see it. Here we go. I'm not getting my little magnifying glass here. But just, it's got the 4 characters down here in the corner, just popping in. Just to let people know that there are humans in this if they haven't seen it yet. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. But it just kind of felt like they laid them in right even over the, if I can get closer to that, but even right over the little credits down here at the bottom. It's always been kind of funny to me. $50, not a bad price on that. And this Crazies poster here, it's a poster made up of the lobby cards for the Crazies. So that's interesting. It's a really weird, interesting poster. Love it. Would love to have it, but not for $275. I think they even made me an offer for like $225 or something like that. And I was just like, nah, I can't do it. I am not made of money. Love this. It's Richard Ritchie. There's Always Vanilla. 8x10 press photo from the Affair. Love that. So Laurel ad. Some magnets for my fridge. Well, there's a Land of the Dead press kit. Some 8x10. Some posters. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got on my watch list right now. This is down here. Let me just shoot down like that. This book, I'm interested in reading it, but not for $45. It's like fan fiction, I think, of like what happens to Peter and Fran once they escape the mall. Effects. Well, I need to own that on something, but I don't. And that price point is probably why. There's the Hare Krishna zombie mask, Dawn of the Dead Flyboy prop mask. So here's the original 1980s video ad. So this one isn't. I think the other one was framed. This one isn't. I think this one ships from Canada. I want to say that. Yeah, I don't know. It ships from somewhere. It doesn't say. It isn't yet Canada, international. But yeah, I don't know. Reminds me of my childhood. Yeah. Yeah, it's better. Mark Borchards, The Dundee Project. This is another book for $20. I need something of Bruiser. There's not a lot out there. It's almost like Bruiser barely exists, man. It doesn't even have a good Blu-ray release in the States. And everything has a fucking Blu-ray release in the States at this point. Zombie 1, the Lebanese poster, $850. Pretty cool. The original one. The original one. It's interesting. Yeah. Anything else I feel like looking at? Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah. Nothing really blew my socks off, I guess. I don't know what it is about collecting, man, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with all this shit. Oh, I just got a lot of shit here. I don't think I need to buy any more for the time being. But yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to try that out. See how it went. I've never done the screen share or whatever before, and I thought, let's check out eBay. There might be something interesting on there. Some good conversation lubricant, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, man. I'm tired, man. I'm fighting these allergies, and going back to work tomorrow. It's exciting. And I just wanted to hop on here, get something out there for you fine folks. But yeah, like I said, I got some stuff coming. Been working on it. Hopefully I'll have a pretty cool commentary posted tomorrow that I think it's only been released on one release at this point, years and years ago. So yeah, hopefully I'll have that up for you guys. Like I said, I'll be doing a lot of streams and videos when I head to Pittsburgh in June for the Living Dead weekend. I'll probably try to do a little tour of the the Living Dead Museum at the mall. If you haven't been there, I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll be doing some streams during that as well. Yeah, I just want to get on here tonight, touch base with everybody, let you guys know I'll be on the MWO podcast on Dead Pit coming up on Wednesday. So be sure to check that out. It's on their Patreon site, but I think they do post some of the video on their YouTube channel as well. So yeah, look them up on YouTube, Dead Pit. It's really good stuff. But anyway, I'm pretty wore out. Had fun eBaying with you fine folks tonight. But I'm gonna head off here. You guys have a good rest of the night. Like I said, keep an eye out for a commentary coming hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, until then, everybody, stay scared.